Hi guys, welcome back to TFC and welcome to 2020. Today we're going to be doing the first episode of TFC in 2020, and we're with the same people that we were last year. Hello, Jack.
Still me, just me.
Yeah,
We haven't got any guests yet.
we do plan to have guests, but we
Maybe
don't.
next week.
Maybe next week. Yeah, if we hit a like goal, we should set a like goal. What, 7, 8 likes?
15 likes.
15.
Then I will. 15. That's what I said.
Okay, yeah.
We'll do that then.
Okay, 15 likes, which is quite a big like goal, I guess. But 15 likes and we'll get a guest on guaranteed next episode. This episode may be slightly shorter than normal as we we haven't necessarily got more than we normally would in a podcast, but we've got a slightly different layout as we've missed a few weeks of football on TFC podcast. We're going to be discussing 3 games, one from each game week we've missed. Was it 3 games that we've missed?
Yeah, Chelsea, Arsenal United and Wolves City.
So them 3 games we're going to be discussing, and we're going to be doing a roundup of every single league and the game week 19 for them. So we've got we're going to be discussing the top 5 teams in each of the top 4 leagues, not including Premier League, and then we're going to be discussing their games. And yeah, hopefully it works out to be a decent length podcast. Just a disclaimer, I know people may have started to think that TFC podcasts are going to be 2 hours long from now on. They're not. If it works out that it's that long, I guess it will be, but we'll be kind of going back to the normal length of about 15 minutes. I'm joking, not 15 minutes. About 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Yeah, not 2 hours. We don't expect it that much. But last podcast.
We'll have it as long as we want and you'll watch. But
let's hope anyway.
As long as we want. It may vary. One week it'll be this, one week it'll be that.
But yeah, today maybe slightly shorter than 2 hours. Let's get into it. So, we're going to discuss, hopefully, Jacques, you've got the games that happened and the stats and the score lines that we're going to be discussing from the Premier League. Which one do you want to start off with? Do you want to start in order or just random?
I'm thinking chronological order, yeah. If not, that'll mess me up.
Okay, right. What was the first game week that we missed? What was the highlight game of that week?
So, Boxing Day, we've gone with Wolves versus Manchester City.
Pretty massive game for Wolves fans. Wolves are quite a good team, really, aren't they? I mean, they're kind of like unexpected. They weren't expected to do great, but
Mendes helps.
Just players like Adama Traore for them, I think, is just beastly. They've got a few players that top teams would sign, and he would possibly make it into their. Well, if he signed for Manchester City, would Adama Traore go straight into their first team?
No.
You wouldn't think so.
Ruben Neves wouldn't be that far off, but maybe not City, but Arsenal, but they're not a top side anymore. They're a mid-table side. They are. Liverpool wouldn't. Sheffield United, they'd take anyone really.
Yeah, they'd take Adama Traore. I think. Wait, are we speaking about Adama Traore or are we speaking about Ruben Neves? Or both?
Both, really. I think Adama would get in the Chelsea side. Neves would probably push Jorginho for a place. Jorginho's really good, but they kind of do the same thing. Really good pass on the ball. Actually, Kovacic might be dropped. That's another thing. Kante hasn't been that good for Chelsea, but we'll get on to Chelsea in the next game. Let's talk about Wolves Man City. Yeah,
so Wolves Manchester City. Have you seen the highlights, or just did you watch the game?
I don't watch Man City.
Because I watched the highlights, because I thought the scoreline, I might want to watch the highlights. So I watched the highlights, and it's mental. When they score that winner, the crowd it literally looks like the crowd are going to crush the stadium, because the whole stand just moves. Not like the actual building, but like every person in that stand just jumped for I don't know, they jumped like they were Cristiano Ronaldo or something. It was, yeah.
The 10 Man City fans cried.
Yeah, and then the low attendance Manchester City fans cried in the corner of the stadium. I would say the stadium name. Do you know how to pronounce their stadium name? It's like Molyneux. Molyneux.
Molyneux.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit strange to pronounce the X. And that's why, because it's not pronounced Molyneux. But yeah. So is that what you want to? Is that all you want to discuss about that game, or do you want to? I don't know, give stats or say possession or yeah.
We haven't even said the scoreline. It's 3-2 Wolves.
Oh yeah, let's hope you knew that actually. Like I'm assuming you guys knew that. If not, then yeah, Wolves beat Manchester City 3-2 at their home ground. But do you think they can do it again at the Etihad? Not necessarily the scoreline, but just winning.
Yeah, easy. Anyway, so chronological order of the game.
Yeah.
Moraes, Edison even, no one's ever called him Moraes, got sent off after 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Did he, catch the ball outside the area or something? I haven't watched the game.
Oh, I can't remember. It was actually quite a while ago when you think about it. It was something like that.
It's 10 days, 11 days or something.
I know, but it feels like a while ago.
And then Sterling has scored one either side of the half. Adama replied. Jimenez scored an equaliser with 10 minutes to go, and Doherty scored a winner in the 89th minute.
It's strange, though, isn't it? Because is it just me that thinks this season we're seeing wing-backs, or not necessarily wing-backs, just full-backs score a little bit more than they have? Or is that just my thinking?
Yeah.
Matt Doherty, you've got, I don't know, Trent Alexander-Arnold. You've seen full-backs not necessarily go up the pitch more, but just maybe have a shot at goal more.
Because now, pretty much everyone, except from Burnley, have their full-backs bombing forward.
Yeah.
So if they get in the attack a lot more, so they will eventually score more goals.
Yeah, I just think, I think with the offside, well, not the offside rule, with VAR, do you think you can link that anyway to VAR? Because maybe actually, no, I'm trying to dig a hole for myself, really.
I don't want to talk about VAR. No one wants to talk about VAR.
Yeah, but I'm saying, maybe fullbacks... No, fullbacks might be slightly behind a striker, which means you can pass it back, and then he doesn't have any chance of having his turnover offside. I don't know, probably just saying something totally irrelevant to VAR. But, yeah, that's just me thinking out loud.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But
it was a dominant win from Wolves, which is not what you expect. If you're thinking, last grasp winner, probably Wolves were dominated all game by City and got lucky at the end, but they won. 3 times as many shots as City. They had 21 to City's 7. 8 of them were on target, only 3 of City's were on target. They dominated possession with 62%. Dominated passes, pass accuracy was higher, lower fouls, and just general dominance from Wolves.
Yeah, I think Wolves are definitely being known now as a top side. I mean, they very, very slimly lost to Liverpool recently as well. I think they can beat any team on their day.
And City just getting worse and worse. The team that you think, if you go there you're going to lose, is now a winnable game for a lot of teams. Yeah,
teams like Wolves. Well, a lot of top sides could go out there and beat Manchester City now. I know they could have a couple years ago. It just would have been a hell of a lot tougher to beat Manchester City a couple years ago.
Yeah. Well, even last year, the last 2 years, City have been incredible. But they've never really had a problem with injuries. This year they've had no Laporte and no Stones. Sane's injured, who I think will have a bit of a impact. Not like he's not going to change the team completely, but I think he can change up games. He's got something that Mahrez and Sterling don't bring, that flair. Sterling's a good winger, so is Mahrez, but Sane is just...
He's fast, isn't he?
Like Neymar.
He's a bit more like Neymar. Okay, that's the way you're going to put it. But I get what you mean. Yeah, I think he's more of the kind of... He's got an unpredictableness about him.
Unpredictability. He's got a skill in him.
Yeah, I definitely think... I definitely know where you're coming from there. I do agree with the whole thing of... Yeah, he's fast. He has got that, bit of unpredictability about him. But yeah, I think he's not necessarily a massive heat. Heat. I don't think it's necessarily a massive hit, but I think for Manchester City losing him. But I think that why are we discussing this injury? It was ages ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's been out for quite a while, pretty much all season, isn't it?
Yeah. Tell you what though, just saying, I did predict. I don't know whether I said it in one of the podcasts, but I did say to a lot of people when VAR is brought into the Premier League, Manchester City won't be as good. Or won't be getting as many results. And you know,
should we move on?
Yeah, but I just wanted to make a point of saying that because I feel like they got lucky quite a few times last season in the Premier League. And now with VAR, as much as it is bad, it sometimes does correctly make correct decisions, if that makes any sense. But yeah, do you want to move on to another game?
They are making correct decisions.
Yeah.
It's just annoying how tight it is, and football fans will get annoyed at whoever's making the decision. So it's almost like a cover-up for the refs.
Yeah, I do get what you mean.
VAR, because it's like, oh, my team are offside. I'm not going to make the ref because it's not him, it's the VAR. So, take the Twitter, get annoyed at VAR. And that's why everyone hates VAR, because it's ruining their teams. Because that extra yard that they could get in front of the opponent is now completely gone. You have to be so far back, and you have to be so careful, because it's so tight.
It is ridiculous, though, how tight they are. Because didn't VAR... Just one more thing to say before we move on. Didn't VAR say that they are only going to overturn clear and obvious decisions? Some of these literally are millimetres, centimetres in it. That's not clear and obvious. But yeah, do you want to move on? Chelsea-Arsenal. Well, it looked like Arsenal were going to win, really, didn't it? But then all of a sudden Chelsea came out of their shell and went on to win. That's about all I know from the game.
I'm not gonna lie, Chelsea were piss poor for the whole 80 minutes.
Until that 80th
Arsenal
minute.
do their usual capitulation, and Chelsea just scored 2 in the last 10. Jorginho and Abraham winning the game for Chelsea.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the stats say that Chelsea dominated. But I'm going to ignore the stats because we didn't dominate at all.
Yeah.
We were awful the whole game.
Yeah, I think looking at it, not watching the game, from a person that's not watched the game, not watched the highlights, not even necessarily looked at the stats loads, it did look like they just nicked it right at the end. It was kind of, not lucky, but it was kind of lucky that Arsenal took the foot off the pedal. So, kind of lucky, yeah.
We were lucky, we weren't good enough. One good thing that did come out of the game, though, I think Lamptey really changed up the game. He came on, brought a bit of pace. He's really good, and now we've got 2 great right backs, though Lamptey can play right wing. So he's really versatile, and he's pretty good. Hudson also came on and had a huge impact in that game.
Yeah, so substitutes in that game had a massive impact, and that does make sense considering you were better in the later period of the game. It does make sense that subs helped you get on with the game and go on and score and win.
That's one thing that Lampard does very well, is not only the timing, but also the substitutes he makes. Rather than doing what Sarri did often, with just like-for-like players, he brings on someone that's going to make a difference. So we were losing we were playing really bad after 25 minutes, Emerson specifically. So rather than, I'll wait till half-time or I'll wait till second half, he just goes, you know what, just sub him off now. And he brings on Jorginho, and it changed the game. People complaining that Jorginho should have been sent off. There's VAR, so if it was really a sending off, then he would have been sent off, wouldn't he?
Yeah, because VAR, they like to send people off. So, I mean, if VAR looked at it and said that's not a red card, the odds are it's not a red card. I've not seen it, but the odds are it's not a red card if VAR have not given it.
Well, what happened? Jorginho was already on a yellow.
Yeah.
And he fouled Guendouzi.
Okay.
But VAR didn't give him a yellow, and Arsenal fans were like, he should be sent off. But even if he had been sent off, someone else would have got that goal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Arsenal, you lost. London is blue.
Sorry, I just wanted to make a really awkward silence, just to make you question what you said.
Died.
No, I hadn't died. I hadn't died. I have not died. That would be a good clickbait thumbnail and title, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, should we move on to something more joyful for Arsenal fans?
Yeah, well, I don't necessarily want to see Arsenal fans happy, but let's move on.
Well, we support... no, we don't support you supporting them, but, you know, we're not going to just hate you because you're Arsenal fans. We'll give you something to cheer about because you hate Man United fans as well. You beat Man United 2-0.
Congratulations. But yeah, I wanted Arsenal to win that game. Just not because I like Arsenal, just because I don't like Manchester United. Yeah, I don't really like either team out of them two. Do you?
It's good to see a mid-table club take on one of the top half clubs and beat them.
Yeah, yeah. As a mid-table club, I think they must be buzzing with the result. You wouldn't expect it, would you?
No, you wouldn't expect a mid-table club to get a result like that. And, you know, they were at home, in fairness, and Man United are awful and very lucky with some of their results this season.
Did you guys know Arsenal are a mid-table club now? Did you guys know? They're a mid-table club. We're just going to carry on calling them a mid-table club just to take the piss.
Well, they are.
But, yeah, but they are, to be fair. Yeah.
I think Arteta will turn it around, but...
Turn it around to what, though? Europa League spot? Or just 9th place? Because I can't see them making a Europa League spot with teams like, I don't know, Wolves, Spurs. Like, there's a good 4 teams between the place of like 5th to 8th, for instance, that could easily get a Europa League spot. I mean, it looks like it's almost, you'd think, basically, Wolves would get a Europa League spot. You'd think Man United and Spurs would at least get a Europa League spot. I feel like the Europa League spots are taken at this point. Unless something bad happens for one of the clubs.
I don't think they're going to get European football next season. Because they won't win the Europa League. Because Inter are probably going to win that, let's face it. They're a really good side. And
if it's not that, it ain't going to be Arsenal. They're mid-table at this point, so...
They won't win the FA Cup.
No.
No way will they win the FA Cup. I think... Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I think if Chelsea are going to push for anything, we should push to win the FA Cup, and I think we can win it, because Liverpool are going to put all their eggs in the Premier League basket.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally called it a C team against Everton.
Literally, and still beat them.
Yeah, which is funny.
1-0.
Man City are going to probably put all their eggs in the Champions League basket.
Because they've done it all but Champions League, Man City, really, haven't they, in the last few years, so...
And then who else other than them? Like, Leicester, maybe? But I think Chelsea could win the FA Cup.
I mean, unless teams like Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, them kind of teams, I just think...
Oh, that former good side, Manchester United, yeah, I forgot about them. The worst side of Manchester. Yeah, them.
But yeah, I just think any team in the Europa League spots or Champions League spots at the moment still could go on and win the FA Cup, but some of the teams have to improve their form. Even as a Spurs fan, I can happily say we need to improve our form, otherwise we ain't going to get anything at the end of the season. Maybe Europa League football, but, you know, I'm not like... I mean, it's better than nothing, but... Teams like Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur need to improve their form. Maybe Man United, not so much, but still, I mean, they can't be losing to mid-table teams like Arsenal, really.
I mean, I really don't have a problem with Tottenham and Man United being bad. Like, I'm all for it. Massive supporter of Tottenham and Man United being awful.
Yeah, of course you're all for it, but I'm not so much. Well, I'm all for Man United being terrible. Not so much Tottenham, though, because I want them to actually push on and at least just play well. Make it enjoyable to watch Spurs games, please. This message goes out to... I'm not going to call out Daniel Levy, but, you know, we could get TFC podcast I don't know, in a bad state if we had Daniel Levy.
Rather than we paying him to come on, it'll be him paying us to let him on.
Yeah, to be totally honest, the money that he has, any football chairman, they have a lot of money, and he'd probably just pay for troops to come to our houses, and yeah, it wouldn't be a good point for the TFC podcast, would it?
No.
It wouldn't be a podcast anymore if he got the troops to the door. But yeah.
Arsenal, Man United. We're really bad at telling the scorelines tonight. It was Arsenal 2, Man United 0.
Yeah, I'll make sure I say the scorelines next.
Alright, you talk.
Okay, yeah. I'll make sure I say the scorelines when it comes to the other league roundups because, you know, Jack, you are terrible at saying the score. No, it's just because I waffle on about random things, isn't it?
Yeah, you go on about Levy sending troops to our house.
And I'm totally off topic. But yeah, Arsenal beat Manchester United by 2 goals, and Man United cried. Man United cried. Man United fans cried.
Everyone in the proximity of Manchester United cried.
Yeah, I was up in Manchester a couple of days ago. Looked at Old Trafford and then drove straight over to the Etihad. I can't lie. But Etihad is massive. Have you been there before? I didn't realise it was actually that big.
No.
It's quite big.
I don't go to empty stadiums.
Yeah, well, I went to Old Trafford and then I went to Etihad, but yeah, it's pretty big, the Etihad. I didn't actually think of it as a massive stadium, but it is quite big. And as for Old Trafford, well...
You know, the Etihad has an immersive experience, because you go in, and when you're having your stadium tour, you get the same experience as on match day. You don't hit anyone.
What do you mean?
Well, when you go in, you have your stadium tour, and at other stadiums,
yeah,
you don't get to hear the chanting that happens on a match day. Well, you do at City.
Oh, is it like VR?
There's no chanting.
Oh yeah, I do get it. Yeah, you get a full. Yeah, that's quite good, to be fair. Yeah, did you just think of that joke, or did you just?
Yeah, I did. I thought of it off the top of my head. I am funny.
You are very, very funny. Ha ha ha. Add in sound effects.
I'm gonna make a bold statement here. We're at the start of a new decade. I think by the end of this one, either Arsenal or Man United
will be relegated.
Might be relegated.
Oh, I was saying it's a joke, but well, this is the only season. Wait, by 2030, did you say, or by the end of 2020?
But by 2030, one of these teams could be relegated.
Oh, I thought, okay, right, yeah. By the end of 2030, I feel like, yeah.
If these two teams keep going on with their poor form, you think like Villa,
yeah,
they were a big side, and now they're like a team that you think you can beat every week, whereas they used to finish top 6.
Yeah.
Since then they've got the Championship, they've been kind of coming to and from the Championship in the backup. But
yeah, I think
happened to Arsenal or Man United.
I could actually kind of see Arsenal being relegated. Not so much Man United, but I still could slightly. I mean, I remember, was it last season when they had a really terrible form? I remember I signed up to a. Do you remember the Area 51 raid? It was a bit like that, but it was it was the Manchester United relegation party outside Old Trafford. I don't think it went on because they didn't get relegated. But if Man United get relegated, comment down below if you'd attend a leavers party for Manchester United. You just all just.
Well, I mean, I would.
You'd have all the Manchester City fans there.
Get relegated within the next. Say right. Arsenal, Arteta has a terrible season, finishes 15th. No one wants the job. They hand it to Alan Pardew.
Oh dear.
Gets them relegated. See, I think that's very realistic.
Football Simulator 2020.
Finishes 13th this season. Oh, no one wants the job. They give it to Alan Pardew.
Yeah, I think it is true though what you're saying about. I don't think Arteta, unless he got fired, I don't think Arteta would leave Arsenal this season. I think he'd get fired. He's got more chance of being fired Would
He
you?
won't leave.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that he'd get fired. So you're thinking as well that he would get fired if he finished 15th. Yeah. So Arteta goes on a really bad form. Really bad run.
14th. Pardew comes in. Relegation.
And we're going to be calling out the relegated teams in
I've
2025.
got nothing against Alan Pardew. Like, sorry, mate, if you're listening, I don't have anything against you. I am only saying your name for comedic purposes. Please don't get annoyed with me. Sorry, Alan.
Yeah, he probably has the money as well to send troops to our house, so yeah.
I don't think he does. But
Well, he might if he sells his house. If he sells his house, he sends troops over to us. Or he'll just come knocking on one of our doors.
I could sell everything I own and I could probably afford one troop, maybe, if I'm pushing it a bit, but I could bring myself.
Yeah, he'll just knock on our door. Right, was that the last game that we're going to discuss in the Premier League?
Yeah, that was...
Okay, right, carry on speaking about that match, because we haven't even hit the half an hour mark yet.
It's fine, we've still got to round up 4 leagues. We'll be here all day.
Good point. Okay, so we're starting off with the League One Conforama. Is that how you say? That is how you say it.
Let me go back, please. League Un, for a start.
Depending, if you're really British, you say League One, because is
I'm not really British, I'm not your friend.
Okay, alright. What? So you're French? No, but okay.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, we are French. But hit us up, Paul Pogba, for French lessons. Don't know why I thought of Paul Pogba. It's just because he's French, isn't he? Yeah, I said Paul Pogba, hit us up for some French lessons. Because we need French lessons. I want French lessons from Paul Pogba.
I already get French lessons.
What do you pay for French lessons?
No, I get French lessons from...
Joe Mama.
Benzema.
Okay, very cool.
Mbappe gives me French lessons.
Yeah, well, I have Neymar give me Brazilian lessons.
Say some Brazilian words then.
Okay, hello. No, that's not Brazilian.
Okay, Google, can you take me through Google Translate?
Alexa, tell me some Brazilian words.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
She doesn't know that one. So
she just doesn't know any Brazilian words.
Apparently not. I mean, maybe she didn't hear me properly. Should we move on?
Sure.
Okay, so the league. I'm gonna trigger you. Should I say one? Just to trigger you.
You say one, I will find you.
Okay, League Conforama. Yeah, we're going to do the top 5 teams, so we're going to say the top 5 teams, and then we're going to go over each of the games that they played in match day 19, which is the most recent match day, and we hope you guys don't get bored. Okay, so, the League Conforama, the league table, basically. First, do you want to guess it? We'll get you to guess it. First.
PSG.
Second.
Leon.
No. It's
Leon?
Marseille.
Oh, Marseille. I love Marseille. That's my French.
Third.
Leon.
Rennes. Fourth.
If I get it wrong, just say you got it wrong and then I can guess again.
Oh, okay. Fourth.
Leon.
Incorrect.
Lille.
Yes. Okay.
Banged it.
5, our favourites. We're going to go and watch them one day.
Nantes.
It's Nantes! Yay! It's Nantes. We've got to call them Nantes to not get demonetisation. So, Nantes. Yeah, so that's the top 5. And we're gonna discuss their games. So, Rennes played Bordeaux in match day 19 and won 1-0. Guess the goal scorer. It's just turning into the guessing game, but you can have one guess of the goal scorer.
Who's this between?
Rennes and Bordeaux, sorry.
Oh, how many goals to Rennes? How many goals to Bordeaux?
Rennes won 1-0.
All right, Rennes, but sure. Give me a sec.
Are you gonna look it up?
No.
I'm giving you a 5-second countdown. 1,
And I'm looking up
2,
at my light.
3, 4, 5. Just give us a random guess.
Loic Remy.
No, Niang or Niang in the 82nd
Loic
minute.
plays for Lille. I don't know. I don't know any Rennes players.
Okay, moving. But basically, if you didn't catch the third and fourth and first and second time I said the scoreline, the team in the top 5, exactly where are they? They are the team that are third. They beat Bordeaux. Whoopee. Yeah, moving on. Whoopee. I don't really support. I don't really necessarily know that much about Ligue 1 Confirmer. Confirmer, sorry. I know like the teams in it, but I don't necessarily keep track. So I don't really give one about Rennes or Rennes. So apologies, all Rennes fans watching. Then again, we don't get that many viewers off the TFC alone. So the odds of them being French and supporting the team in third place are probably quite low. Do you reckon?
Nah, they're all Rennes fans. Every single person that watches the TFC podcast is a Rennes fan.
They might be Nancy fans, because we got to say Nancy. You can't say nonce. It's gonna sound really dodgy.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. The team at first place, Paris Saint-Germain, beat. Sorry, I have to lean over to look at the scoreline. So if my voice gets louder, that makes sense. Now, Amiens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. That's the first French one I've pronounced correctly first time, I think. Except from Paris Saint-Germain, because that's easy to pronounce. Yeah, they beat them 4-1, so the team in first place won 4-1. Possession-wise, I have to lean over again, so my voice is going to get louder. 67% possession Paris Saint-Germain had. And welcome back to Jack Guesses the Goal Scorer. Guess the goal scorers for Paris Saint-Germain. I'll let you guess one, and if any of them scored, then you get a point, and you celebrate.
Mbappe.
Yeah, he got 2, actually, so fair play. Yeah.
Fine.
Do you want to guess another one? And then you can really get excited. Not that you got excited the first time.
Yeah, I did. Icardi.
Don't break down the house, but yeah, you got him.
Oh, yes!
Do you want to guess the last one? and then you can break down your house if you get the last one.
Neymar.
Don't break down your house. You're gonna have to pay for a new one. But yeah.
Oh, yes! Oh, I'm sensational.
I'll let you do the intro for TFC next episode if you get the Amiens scorer.
Oh, God. Brilliant.
You can't do the intro. Sorry. Okay. Wait.
Now, give me a sec. I've gone on Google Translate to learn how to say our favourite French team. Right, so...
Yeah.
You say Nantes.
Nantes.
That's how you say it.
Okay, Nantes.
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 So the S is silent, so it's Nantes.
But if the S was loud, it'd be Nantes.
Yes, but instead, it's Nantes.
Okay, life lessons, language lessons with TFC.
We just don't want to be saying any words that may offend anyone.
Yeah, right, should we move on?
Yes.
Okay, Marseille beat, Nimes. Yeah, guess the scoreline and you can do the intro. This is really turning into a guessing game now. You won't guess that many more, but if you get it right.
Marseille.
That's close. 3-1 Marseille. But yeah, the goal scorers for Marseille being... My voice is getting louder, I think, if the microphone works right. Payet. I can't really see. Buendetto. I think I can see that correctly.
Benedetto.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone. I have to really lean over, so it's actually quite hard to see.
Are you blind?
No, but it's like...
Are you blind?
My phone is quite far away. But yeah.
Go up, get up, go and walk to your phone.
Okay, right, I'll read it out for you, okay?
Yeah.
It was Benedetto.
Benedetto.
Yeah, and Alacuch. Actually, that was an own goal, though, so that means he plays for Nimes.
I was going to say I've never heard of him before.
Yeah. In other words, you just offended Nimes, saying that any player that plays for them you don't know.
Well, no, but don't want to cause any offence, but I don't know anyone that plays for that club. They're just not really on my radar. I don't really check up on French football that often.
This is not a good scoreline for the next team. Lille, they are 5th, I believe.
Yeah.
They lost, but by what scoreline against Monaco?
They lost 2-0 to Monaco.
No, they lost 5-1 to Monaco.
What?
Yeah.
Monaco!
Victor Osimhen getting the only goal for Lille, while Monaco beat them 5-1 and still actually being with 10 men.
I'm going to guess the Monaco scorers.
Okay.
Ben Yedder.
He got 2. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Other scorers include... Actually, no. Do you want to guess them, or am I going to say them?
Yeah, I'm going to guess them.
Okay.
I'm going to get them all. Fabregas.
You're incorrect!
Oh, the suspense kills me, man. And then I was heartbroken. How could you do this?
Just guess the red card, and then celebrate. Hopefully, if you get it right.
Naldo.
Subasic, moving on.
Why did it be the keeper?
Subasic, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Monaco had 39% possession and won 5-1.
How?
I don't know.
Just shows that possession isn't the key to success. Well, it's pretty good, but
yeah, you do kind of need at least 1% possession to be able to score a goal, but yeah, stats don't always mean like loads. It's good to have loads of possession, but you need to do something with the possession to be able to go on and win. So yeah, moving on. Another team in the top 5 lost. What team? They played against Angers.
Yeah,
Angers, okay. But by what scoreline did they lose by? It's just a guessing game now.
2-0.
Add a goal on one of the sides.
2-1.
So you are correct in saying 2-1.
Find it.
Yeah, that's about all I have to say about that one. Yeah, just trying to sound like a computer error. I was purposely trying to do that because I was hoping you would guess the team. So I don't think I've said the team yet.
Not.
Yes, it was. Why did I say Nan? It's Nantes. Nantes? Nantes. Nantes. There you go. Nantes. Yeah. Not actually, no. I should stop saying it, really, shouldn't I? Because it does probably count as a dodgy word that, if you say too many, may get the video age restricted.
But at least Copper won't have any complaints.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, at least Copper won't have any complaints. But, yeah. I prefer to be age restricted than to have Copper just claim everything. But this ain't YouTube rant, this is football rant, but it isn't a rant. But yeah, Nantes lost 2-1 to Angers or Angers or Angers or Angers or I'm trying to think of other ways of trying to say it, but there's only 3 ways.
Angels.
Angels? There ain't no L in it.
No, but I'll put one in it.
Oh, okay. Right.
I'll give them an L.
Okay, nice one.
I'll hand them the L.
If I am correct in saying, we have now gone through the top 5 teams and their scorelines.
Yeah.
I hope I'm correct in saying that.
Yep.
Okay. Right, do you want to move on, or are we just going to carry on discussing random things?
Well, what random things would you like to discuss?
I don't know, Nont and Copper. That's the 2 things we're going to discuss. So welcome to the Copper rant, everybody. With TFC...
No, this is not
I'm joking.
About YouTube. This is quite literally the football chat.
Yeah, so we'll move on to the La Liga, because that's more football-based than Copper. I was about to ask a question.
America?
No, not the Copper America. The Copper is in Copper claims all the videos and calls them kid-friendly.
But we could discuss Copper by discussing the Copper America. When is the Copper America?
I don't know.
Isn't this year? Must be next year.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. All I know, the tournaments that are going on this year that are one-off, or, well, happen every 4 years, is the Euro 2020.
Oh, yeah.
3 lines on a shirt. Right. I was hoping you'd sing along, to be totally honest. But
3 lines on the shirt.
I'm now going to be silent for you, just to make you feel really awkward. Moving on. So the La Liga table, the top 5 teams there. You'll guess first place, and that's all of you. I'm not going to make you guess any others, because it's probably getting quite boring and predictable for the viewers. But who's first place, Jack?
What league are they?
La Liga.
Oh, Real, and then second is Barca, and third is Sevilla, and fourth is Sociedad, and fifth is Atleti.
No, nothing like that. Well, to be fair, you got all the teams in the top 5, you just got them in the wrong order. Barcelona are first, Real Madrid are second.
Oh, goal difference. Oh, stupid game.
Barcelona are first, Real Madrid are second, Atletico Madrid are third, Sevilla are fourth, and Real Sociedad are fifth. I don't know why I said that with so much passion. But
You were passionate about
I was passionate about that.
And Real Sociedad are fifth.
Fifth, yeah. Yeah. Oh god, that sounded a little bit wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to stop? That might get us age restricted as well. The system might pick that up as sexual content or something.
It is.
Oh. Right, don't say that, because then the system is really going to...
This is a disclaimer, that was a joke.
It was a joke. Then again, the system ain't going to pick that up. Anyway, enough about systems, more about football. Sevilla drew 1-1 with Atletico Bilbao. Congratulations. Where are Atletico Bilbao? They are 8th, Atletico Bilbao. Sevilla are 4th, so there's not that much of a gap. 4 places. But you'd expect Sevilla to win it, would you? I guess you would.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a draw. So you're wrong, Jack. Ha! Got him.
That's good.
Yeah, apologies. Sevilla did have 65% possession, though. Stats-wise or possession-wise, Sevilla were on top. But the scoreline does not show that. They didn't do as much as they should have with the possession. That is great analysis. Sign us up for Sky Sports, BT Sport, ESPN. We'll do the lot.
Yeah, we'll take all your jobs. We'll do all 4 at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, great idea. I would take it if Sky offered you a job. Would you take it? Well, that's a stupid question, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't drop the TFC podcast for Sky. The TFC podcast means more to me than Sky.
Then again, we did create a TFC podcast, but I would probably prefer to be with Sky, ESPN, BT, and all of that, and then on the TFC podcast, just record that on a different day. I prefer to do that.
No, here, if Sky will offer me a job, I will do Saturday social, and you can ditch the Football Daily. They're not good enough. Me and Kieran will do Saturday social, and it'll be epic. And then you will put funding into our podcast, and you will
get us up there. Yeah, promote it on all. Could you imagine just promoting it on all the Sky ads? And instead, we be the sponsor of Soccer Saturday. So Jeff Sterling goes, big up TFC podcast, go watch their podcast live on YouTube now.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. We'd be like so famous and everyone would listen, it would be mad. And then on Saturday Social, it'll be like, hello, I'm Jack and this is GM19 and we are here to discuss football. Yeah, and we've got some epic YouTuber guests on today. We've got from Sweden, his name is Felix, it's PewDiePie, and then someone else, and Timo Pukki, and it'll be like a room full of goats.
Someone else? I think that we gotta get someone now. We just have we have Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
No, he's not a goat. He's not a goat.
Yes, he is.
Okay, maybe he's a baby goat, but
Okay.
Tom Brady, he's a goat. So we'll have
Okay.
Tom Brady, and he'll be like, what football are we discussing here? And then Felix will come in and go, can I go back to playing Minecraft? We'll say, sure, you do that. And Timo Pukki will tell us about all his hat tricks, and I will ask him lots of questions, and you won't say anything, and I will get lots of pet money.
No, I'll play Minecraft with Felix. Anyway, this is not football related. I believe we've discussed the Sevilla Atletico Bilbao game, so let's move on to the Real Madrid game. They played against Getafe. Did you say hold on? Wait, what did you say?
I said they won.
Oh, yes. Real Madrid beat Getafe 3-0, and
Varane scored a header. It was epic.
to be fair, he got 2 goals. Varane.
Varane went up top. It was epic.
Did he?
No.
I was going to say. I don't watch La Liga football, but that would have been pretty sick.
Yeah, just
Put Kyle Walker in... No, don't put Kyle Walker in goal. Put Benzema in goal, and then put... I don't know, who would you put up front? Oh, Raphael Varane. But then who'd you put in defence? Courtois, yeah. Okay. We've got the new Real Madrid lineup. Sign us up for... We could do the lot, couldn't we? We could have Gareth Bale on our talk show, and then he asks us to join for... Yeah, we have him on the podcast, and then he invites us, gives us a contract to manage Real Madrid. Oh, we're piecing together a real story here, aren't we?
Yep.
Great idea. Moving on.
Reality.
Yeah, expectation versus reality. The reality is that will never happen, or certainly not in the near future.
14 million views. Reality, 50 views.
Yeah. But our life goal before 2030 is to get in a podcast with a famous footballer. Get a famous footballer on this podcast. That is our life goal before 2030.
That's in 10 years. I'll be well old by then. And I hope maybe the podcast will still be going. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for us. I don't know what's going to happen.
Now TFC would have transformed onto Sky, and that would be the new Saturday football, or whatever it's called. No, the Soccer Saturday. That would be the new Soccer Saturday. It would be TFC Watchers, or TFC Watch Along. That'd be such a sick series. Oh my god. TFC Watch Along.
We should get back to football, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we probably should. We promised to not carry on speaking about our life goals before 2030, and we're going to move on to the Atletico Madrid game, and they played against Levante and won 2-1.
Well done them.
Well done them.
Who scored?
I would say the full name of one of the players. Well, Angel Correa?
Yeah, well done, you nailed that, lad.
Korea. Not Korea. Not Korea. Not Korea. Not North Korea either. Korea.
No.
And I'm going to say his full name. I'm going to have to lean over, because I'm going to have to do this letter by letter, but Felipe Augusto de Almeida Monteiro.
Is that Koke?
Koke ain't even in that name.
No, that he isn't. But neither is anyone else. Oh, is that Felipe, the centre back?
I think it might be, because it's got Felipe in his name, so I think it is Felipe.
No, that doesn't mean anything. Because Neymar isn't called Neymar dos Santos. Oh, he is actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Willian isn't called Willian. He's something like Pedro something.
Willian is Pedro in disguise.
No.
No, I'm joking. No. Jesus Christ, Atletico Madrid did get dominated in possession. Well, not dominated, but
they always get dominated.
They had 39% possession
really
and won 2-1.
And then push on the counter.
Yeah, 39% possession Atletico Madrid had. Yeah. Congratulations, Levante, to getting a little bit of possession, but you didn't do anything with it. Well, you scored a goal, but not enough to draw. But to be fair, Atletico Madrid are a good team.
You got possession, but you didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
That can be your ultimate roast, and then everyone just sits down and like, whoa, he's just roasted us. Oh my god, call a medic, because there is a fire going on in this building, because he has roasted us like chicken at Christmas.
Great Christmas reference. I like the Christmas reference. But it is 360 odd days till Christmas still.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
No, please, no. I will actually, if someone walks up to me in the street or anywhere and tells me or sings me a Christmas song, just don't, please, no, please.
I was considering buying 12 advent calendars. And doing a whole year count up.
Oh, God.
I don't think there'd be enough days, so I might have to get 13 to cover them.
Oh, yeah, because there'd be 25 days, wouldn't there? Or 24.
It's not 25 days in a month. But if you start it, like halfway through January, maybe just start it in February and do 12 from there, I think you'd get there.
Whatever you do, good luck with buying 12 advent calendars. And let's get back to football. So, the team that you thought were in...
It's really cheap because, it's not Advent anymore, so why would anyone want an Advent calendar?
Good point. Who's going to sell advent calendars? Where are you going to get advent calendars? Probably on offer for 50p in Poundland.
They actually were. On the 6th of December, you could get advent calendars at Tesco's for, 70p. Got one at a £5 before.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Once it's been the 1st of December, advent calendars are on offer.
So you can just get them at any price. So don't bother starting Advent on the 1st. Because you can
save
20p for the same price if you just wait a minute, actually. 70 into 5, 400. So you get 7 Advent calendars for the price of 1 if you wait 6 days into Advent.
But then you're also going to be fat before Christmas comes, which is probably not a good idea.
No, but you get so many more sweets than everybody else. I was like, look, he got 7 of the exact same chocolate, whereas I only got 1.
You said that so sad. You said that in such a sad way. You're like, oh no, not 7 advent calendars. Do you want to get back to football? Yeah, we probably should, considering this is the TFC podcast, not TFC chat about.
TFC podcast.
Yeah.
That is a good idea for a podcast.
Advent calendar.
If everything goes bust, I'm going to go and start a Santa Claus podcast.
What, a special guest of Santa Claus? Every single episode?
Yeah, well, we could have Gingerbread Man and Elf.
You might have a slight issue with making Gingerbread Man speak.
I can use Google Translate.
What are you going to translate it from? It's not like it's going to speak in any language. Just silence.
I pick in French, and then it can speak English. Or maybe we've got a French-speaking gingerbread man.
Great. And he can finally tell us the way of pronouncing Nantes.
It is Nantes. I literally looked on Google Translate
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to make the joke, aren't I? You know, it's a funny joke.
Should we go back to football?
Yeah, it's the 56th minute. It sounded like I was in a football stadium and doing a football commentary there, but
56 minutes in. I'm
Yeah.
going to bring on a substitute here.
and it looks like I was going to say the full name for an Atletico Madrid player, but I'm not going to say it. I cannot be asked. But moving on to the team.
Oh my god, I've got a great idea.
Oh
We
my
should
god.
make the podcast
It's-
exactly 90 minutes long.
That's a good idea, but that's be an hour and a half every single time.
We
The
just
90-minute
started talking
podcast.
And we just immediately cut because we were 90 minutes in.
90 minutes. But then you get added time. Added time. The referee has indicated you'll get a minimum.
Yeah, we could. That'd be brilliant. Okay, we're into the added time now.
Yeah. But this game is, I don't know how long the podcast is going to be, though. So, yeah. We should probably get on. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could be here for 90 minutes. Espanyol versus Barcelona. We're going to have to get a...
Espanyol won, or did they draw? They drew, didn't they? They drew 2-2?
I think I said 2-2 a second ago, didn't I?
What?
Did I say the scoreline? Did I just say Espanyol versus Barcelona?
You just said Espanyol versus Barcelona, and then I jumped
Oh,
in.
yeah.
They won, they drew.
It was 2-2.
1-1, 0-0?
2-2.
Oh, I banged the first time.
Frankie de Jong got sent off, however, for Barcelona.
How can you send off Frankie de Jong? He's got such a sweet, innocent face.
Oh, yeah. Don't think that really affects referees, does it?
It does.
Do you think?
Mhm.
Well, if I was a referee and I saw Frankie de Jong's face and then he went and clattered someone and broke their leg, would you go? Oh, there, don't cry. I'm not gonna give you a red card.
Yeah, I'd cuddle him.
Oh. Right. Okay. Do you wanna?
Okay.
Okay. Thank God for that.
Cool reactions to that.
I tell you what, could you imagine? It'd be like playing no rules FIFA in real life.
It is like just playing normal FIFA.
Yeah. But we don't want to carry on speaking about normal FIFA. Yeah, that I was gonna I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say something FIFA related, but let's not.
No, get back to the football.
Football.
You distract me.
We're gonna have to get a this is gonna be like a proper British phrase, but we're gonna have to get a jiffy on with these games.
We're going to get a jiffy on, Clive. We need to get this done before our dinner. We're going on fishing this evening.
It does sound British, doesn't it? With a couple scones. Do you say scone or scone?
Oh, it's scones. How dare you swear upon thy land.
Okay, right. Yeah, Espanyol 2, Barcelona 2. Congrats.
Yeah.
Real Sociedad 1, Villarreal 2.
Cool.
Right, moving on. Well, that actually finishes off the La Liga. So,
Should we do Syria?
oh, I've actually got it all in. I've got it all in order that I like on my phone. So if it's all right, we're gonna do Bundesliga first.
But I'll put it in order on my typewriter that we need to use Syria.
I haven't got a typewriter. Actually, no, you've got the typewriter. You're the one with the typewriter.
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah, we're gonna do Bundesliga, and then we're gonna finish off this podcast with a good old Syria. I can't keep this in. I can't keep this stuff in. Right. Okay. So, to be fair, when I was getting the league tables up just before the podcast, I was quite surprised by the Bundesliga table. I haven't really kept an eye on the Bundesliga table recently. A lot's changed, I think, since the last podcast we did with the Bundesliga Roundup.
Can I guess it?
Yeah, just guess the top 5.
Leipzig.
Leipzig are first in the Bundesliga at the moment, yeah. What?
Gladbach.
Yep, Borussia Mönchengladbach are second.
Bayern.
Bayern Munich are third in the Bundesliga.
Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund are fourth in the Bundesliga. And for the fifth...
Come on, for the full 5. Schalke.
You've got all 5!
Damn it!
What do you mean, damn it?
I hate Schalke.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going like, damn it, because you got all 5. But you're not.
No, I Manchester United, Schalke are in the top 5.
So you don't like Schalke, I'm assuming. But
Dortmund's rivals.
I was gonna give you some good news, but they are actually 4 points clear, 5th Schalke.
Yay.
Let's get into the games before you cry yourself to sleep. Oh, right, the game on my screen at the moment is the actual Schalke game, but you can celebrate because they didn't lose, but they drew.
Ha!
Against Freiburg.
Oh, Freiburg, love Freiburg.
Yeah.
They're our second favourite German team.
This is a bit of a piss take, really, because Freiburg got 2 penalties, scored both of them, and that's how they got their 2 goals. But, yeah, Schalke were at home as well.
Like, Tottenham cheat every game, so why can't Freiburg?
Okay, what's classed as cheating in football? Like, what?
Paying the ref. That's what Liverpool do.
Do you reckon? I mean...
Yeah, they pay VAR. They gave the physical video assistant referee a $50 note and said, you know what? Just like, we're never offside. And he's like, no, you're not. I know that. Why would they ever rule you offside when you're never offside?
Right.
And then when he ruled off Firmino, he said, oh, but I had to make him offside once so that it would be believable. And then he went and stitched up City next week, and now Liverpool have won the league, and they're very happy, and I hate Liverpool. And I hate Liverpool fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you're a Liverpool fan, carry on watching. Just you can hate Jack as long as you don't hate the podcast, because then we get some issues. We get some issues if you hate the podcast because we don't get the views and likes, and that's what, as a small podcast, that's what you depend on, the views and likes, really.
Yeah, they make me smile. If we get more than 4 likes, I smile.
Donate 4 likes for Jack to smile.
Yeah, I like smiling.
Yeah. So leave a like on the video if you want to see Jack smile. Leave a like on the video if you don't want to see Jack smile. Because if we hit 7 likes, you don't smile, do you? You get really angry.
I jump enthusiastically.
Yeah, but he doesn't smile, which means he's not happy, guys. So, well, basically leave a like on the video. We do like plugging the old like button, don't we?
It's a really nice button. All you've got to do is tap it, and it can bring joy to the people that you like watching.
Yeah, you said that actually really well. I thought you were going to make a joke out of it, but yeah. Please leave a like on the video. Okay, so, yeah, as I said, Schalke drew 2-2 with Freiburg, and your phone just vibrated. That was loud, Jesus.
Cheers.
Yeah.
It's about the... Oh, I got a notification that the Rudiger racism case has been closed as the Tottenham tossers find no evidence that anyone was racist towards Rudiger, which is really...
Yeah, but there was the rumours, wasn't there, that it wasn't actually it was not a racist chant.
It was a racist chant. Should all be all Tottenham fans should be banned except for Kieran, because I want someone to do the podcast with.
I just think maybe he misheard it. I don't know. Whatever happens, whatever it is, whether it's racist or not, racism is not okay. And let's just hope that it wasn't racism, and that let's just hope people didn't get away with something. Let's hope that it wasn't racism, and that it was, just a chant that is perfectly fine. Because we don't like racism, and that's not even a joke. I know we make a lot of jokes on the podcast. Not many of them are funny, but this isn't a joke. Yeah, we don't like racism.
Yours are never funny.
Okay, right. We're just insulting each other's jokes at this point, which is not funny. You're gonna make me cry. Okay, yeah, that was a joke, but it wasn't a funny joke. I'm literally just proving myself. I'm literally just basically making jokes that aren't funny just to back up your point. But let's move on. Borussia Mönchengladbach, another draw. They drew 0-0 with Hertha Berlin. Yeah. They had 60% possession, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and were away, but just, they had 11 shots, 6 on target, just did nothing with the shots, possession, anything, and drew 0-0. Very boring game, really, if you look at the stats. There was 1 offside. Oh, no, there wasn't. There was 7.
Oh, that's the stats we wanted to hear.
Yeah, that's
there was an offside.
But it does. That was the most interesting thing about the game. Like, looking at it, it looked like a very boring game. No goals, no cards. Well, there was a couple yellows on each side, but no reds. Just, yeah, boring game, really, to discuss. So let's move on to Hoffenheim. You don't probably want to know this, do you? But Hoffenheim beat Borussia Dortmund by 2-1.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy when I heard that one. So
Mario Götze with goals for Borussia Dortmund. Well, with 1 goal for Borussia Dortmund, while Hoffenheim had 2 separate scorers. Do you want me to read them out or not really? Do you want to just move on to make you cry? Are you going to cry? Are you going to cry?
Yeah, alright.
But make him happy by leaving a... No, sorry, I should stop the light plugs. Moving on, something to make you happy though. It's not going to make you that much happier, but Borussia Dortmund had 2% more possession.
Can we move on from that game because it doesn't go on?
Yeah. This ain't much better for you, really. I mean, considering they are 1 place ahead of you. Bayern Munich... No. Bayern Munich 2, Wolfsburg 0. That's this is going to be really funny. This is going to be the first funny joke that I've made in years. 69% possession for Bayern Munich.
What's going in 69% of a game? Oh yeah.
Oh, that is something to really be proud of.
I wouldn't even be bothered if I lost if I had 69%.
Well, they won as well, so I mean, what is not to like about that game? The 69% possession, 2 goals, you win by 2 goals, clean sheet, the dream game for Bayern Munich, isn't it?
I think if you get 69% possession, you automatically win the game.
You should be able to, shouldn't you? It should be an automatic win if you get 69% possession.
You've been able to hold on for that perfect amount of time. Like, not a percent too much, not a percent too little. Perfect. On the mark.
Great stuff. Do you want to move on?
Yeah, I do.
The team at first place, RB Leipzig. I don't know why I was about to say this is the Bundesliga, but it's pretty obvious, isn't it? But RB Leipzig won 3-1 against Augsburg.
I watched Dortmund versus Augsburg. That was a good game.
But yeah, this is Leipzig we're speaking about. But yeah. Do you want me to say Red Bull instead of RB?
I'm not really bothered.
Okay. Yeah, of course you aren't. To be fair, there's not that much of a difference. But the Red Bull team won 3-1 with goals from Schnick, Poulsen. They're not actually, and Lehmer. 3 goals, but none of them from Timo Werner.
Oh, I know Lehmer and Poulsen. Oh,
And they did have 75% possession in that game as well, Leipzig. So, yeah, really they did. Looks like they deserved to beat Augsburg by 2 goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah, I do.
To the 4th and final league, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Syria. Okay, do you want me to make a FIFA reference, a super epic FIFA reference?
Sure.
Piemonte Calcio are first.
Oh, wow, that's epic.
It's super epic. Yeah. Piemonte Calcio, in other words, Juventus are first. However, who is second, Jack?
Inter.
Yes, Inter Milan. No, Inter Milan. Third are... Who's third?
Cagliari.
Incorrect. They are actually 6th, so we're not going to be discussing them. Lazio, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're third. Well done. 4th.
Napoli. No. Roma. No. Yeah, Roma.
Yeah. Well done. Roma are 4th, and guess who are 5th in the Serie A? Sorry. What?
Napoli.
No, they're 8th.
Fiorentina.
No, they are. Where are they? They're 15th.
Torino.
No, where are they? They're at 9th.
I'll get it soon.
Let's hope so.
They're like 12th.
We could be here for ages.
Verona.
No. They're 11th.
Spal.
Spal. Jesus Christ, Jack. No. Nowhere near.
They're 19th, aren't they?
Oh
my god. I'll get it soon, don't you worry.
Do you want me to say the first letter?
Yeah, sure.
A. Still clueless? I think it's quite obvious.
No, it's not AC Milan.
No, AC Milan are 12th.
Give me the second letter.
T.
Atalanta. Right,
Yes, Atalanta are 5th in the Serie A. Let's get on to the scorelines, starting with Atalanta. I can't believe you didn't get Atalanta.
Yeah, I know I should have got that.
They beat Parma. They beat Parma 5-0. So, with 62% possession, disappointing. They shouldn't have won. Not 69% possession, disappointment. But yeah, they got 62% possession, with goals from Alejandro Gomez, Remo Frula, Ilicic, 2 goals from him, and Gossens. Yeah.
None from Zapata.
Nope, none from Zapata in that game, and that's about it really. They won by 5-0, so very easy. They certainly made it look easy in the scoreline. And let's have a look at their points. That puts them up to 34 points, only 1 point behind 4th place Roma. Next game, right? Okay. Piemonte Calcio. I should really stop saying this. Juventus.
Zebra on Football Manager.
Who?
Zebra.
Zebra?
Like zebra, but with an E on the end.
Oh.
Probably Italian for zebra.
Probably. But why would you call it zebra? Oh, I get it, because it's like black and white stripes.
Black and white stripe, yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit basic, though, isn't it? Even worse than Piemonte Calcio. Do you think?
At least it makes sense.
I know, but Piemonte Calcio sounds more legit.
Calcio means, like, league, doesn't it?
the Serie A League. That's what it is. Could you imagine?
I thought it used to be like it was always the Serie A, and then they're like, oh, we'll change it to the Calcio A. So is Calcio like tournament? I don't know.
Oh, God knows. I don't know. Alexa, what is Calcio in Italian?
Calcio in Italian is calci.
Oh, it just gave me the pronunciation of it. Calci. Yeah. Do you want to move on? Do you want to move on to the actual scoreline?
I'll go to Google Translate and find out what Piemonte Calcio means.
Okay. While you do that, Juventus won by 4-0 against Cagliari, with 4 goals from Cristiano Ronaldo and 1 from Gonzalo Higuain. They were quite close to 69% possession. Juventus. They had 65% possession. Good effort. Not quite there, not quite as good as Bayern Munich when it comes to possession, but they did win by 4 goals, keeping a clean sheet. Good day for Juventus fans, good day for Cristiano Ronaldo with 4 goals. And do you have the translation yet?
Yeah. Calcio is football.
Okay.
And Piemonte is Piedmont.
So it's Piedmont football. Great.
Well, it's like Pied. So Piedmont. Piedmont football. It said Piedmont football. Don't know what Piedmont is.
I was going to make a joke then, but no. Let's not make it.
It wouldn't be funny, would it?
It wouldn't be funny. No, it wouldn't be funny.
Just keep talking about football.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard, Jack, but I've done the full-up round on that game. So do you want to move on?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay. As of recording this, this game actually hasn't happened. It's at 7:45 on Monday. This episode comes out on a Tuesday if all goes correctly. But we record it on a Monday. But we record on a Monday. So all we can do is tell you the kickoff time and the odds of the team winning. Basically, Napoli are playing against Inter Milan. Inter Milan are away.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can watch that illegally.
Don't promote illegal stuff. No, that's a bad idea, Jack. This TFC podcast has been full of controversy.
Actually can.
Do you have like an illegal streaming app or something?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's on in an hour and a half.
There's quite a lot, isn't there? There's actually quite a lot of illegal streaming apps.
If you search Live Sports Plus, there's so many called exactly the same thing.
Oh dear.
You can find all the games, and you don't have to subscribe to BT. I have Sky. I'm not a complete cheapskate, but I'm not buying BT and Amazon as well.
Oh,
so
okay. I've got all of them. I've got
And it's the only way to watch foreign football. Yeah, but you're rich and you don't have a stamp where you can print the name Jack, do you?
No, but I do have a poster. Wow, a poster that says my name. That's amazing. GM19, and it says use code REALGM19 in the Fortnite store. Capital R, lowercase EAL, capital G, capital M, 19. Make sure you use that code in the Fortnite store. Do you want to actually I'm going to discuss basically the odds of the teams winning between Napoli and Inter Milan. So the game does kick off at 7:45 on Monday, and the odds on Google, 36% say Napoli, 28% say a draw, 36% say Inter Milan. So it's actually very level. It's the exact same percentage between Napoli and Inter Milan. Possibly because as much as Inter Milan are second, it might be because they are away. But there you go. Make rumours whatever you want, I guess. Yeah, do you want to get into the next game? Because that was quite a boring one, because there wasn't actually a scoreline.
Yeah, but I'm going to watch it later. And Lecce Udinese are currently on, so I might watch that once we finish the podcast.
Yeah.
Since we're second off, though, so...
Wait, what did you say?
It's into the second half.
Oh, okay. Right. That's another game that we won't be able to discuss in this game, but I don't think this podcast, but I don't think that either of them teams are in the top 5. So that doesn't necessarily matter for this podcast episode. But yeah, Roma lost by 2 goals, and they're at home to Torino with goals from just one player, and that's Belotti. So Belotti got a penalty and just a goal in normal play to win. To get his let his team to help his team win by 2-0 against Roma. And tell you what though, Roma dominated in shots. They had almost 3 times the amount of shots. More on target, more possession, more passes, better passing accuracy. But less fouls. Basically, if you looked at the stats alone, you'd think Roma would have won it. But the scoreline does not show that. And Belotti scored 2 goals and won the game for Torino. Yeah, is that the last game? No, it's not. I also saw a stat. In 2010, the first goal in the Serie A that decade was scored by... Guess who?
Cagliarella.
Like, as in player?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the team as in, like, Cagliari or whatever it is. Mario, but what is going on, by the way? I heard you make a really high-pitched noise.
I have hiccups.
Oh, well done. Did I make you laugh? No, of course I didn't.
No one finds you funny.
Oh, dear. I can make a funny joke. It's just extremely rare to find me make a funny joke in the TFC podcast. But yeah, Mario Balotelli got the first goal of the Serie A last decade. He also got the first goal of the Serie A this decade with a 18th minute goal to make it 1-0 to Brescia. But Lazio did actually go on to win that game 2-1. So it was the final score was Brescia 1, who were home, to Lazio's 2 goals, who were away. But Brescia was taken down to 10 men just in the 39th minute. And who guess? I'm not gonna make you guess who got sent off. It's Castano. That's who got sent off for Brescia. And that is the last game that we're going to be discussing. Thank God for that, otherwise we'd have to listen to Jack's hiccups for 20 minutes. But that
Stop bullying me! I have a problem with hiccups.
Do you? Oh dear. That does not...
That was a big one. That was a big hiccup.
Okay, right. That's a great way to end off the first TFC episode of this year and the first TFC episode of this new decade. But I hope you guys enjoyed the TFC podcast this week. And it'll be back to normal schedule of I think it's 2 or 3 Premier League games from that match week, and then we go on to do a roundup of all the leagues, or well, just one of the top 4 leagues, not including the Premier League. And then we may also discuss some transfer rumours and confirmed transfers as well next episode. So make sure you're there in exactly a week if you're watching this on Tuesday, the day it came out. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode of the TFC this year, and hopefully the podcast is going to get even better throughout this year. Big plans for not only the podcast but for the channel this year. I've said this year about 5 times in the last minute, so I better end this video. Would you like to do an outro? Because I don't think you do that many outros on TFC.
Sure, I'll do the outro. Go follow TFC Podcast on Instagram, and that is where you need to DM if you want to be on the podcast as a guest. Subscribe, like, and I'll give you a cookie.
Yeah, and also share with your mates. I don't normally say that, but share this video around, and yeah, just go and tell them to watch the TFC Podcast, follow TFC Podcast on Instagram. Use code RealGM19 in the Fortnite store. Leave a like on the video. Follow GM19 official on Instagram. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys not only in the next TFC podcast episode, but just in the next video overall. So thank you guys for watching. TFC Army for life. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Pulling up, being on survey.